Hello, I'm Steve Hartman, and welcome to First Look. It's Friday, so like every Friday, we have Assignment America. And this week, America decided that I should do a story about a substitute teacher. Not just any substitute teacher, but an 81-year-old junior high substitute teacher. As I say in the story, I think if there's any good reason for humans to eat their young, it would be the junior high years. And yet this guy at 81 is still going, and he's teaching 4 days a week. Seems like a simple story, just kind of about an old guy who still likes to work, but he's actually quite an unusual teacher. I'll just play a little clip here so you can see kind of how unusual.
Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sky, bricks and mortar and lime. Once I built a tower to the sky. Brother, can you spare a dime? And there's a sadness there.
He's talking, of course, about the Depression, which for a lot of teachers comes from a book, but Arnie lived through the Depression. And you should see these kids, when he talks about stories from his past, they hang on every word. And I would find it hard to keep control of a junior high class, and yet Arnie Bloom does an amazing job. And yet still, some teachers get a little upset because, well, he's 81 and he sort of strays off the lesson plan almost all the time. But you decide whether that's a good thing or a bad thing when you watch the piece.
Good afternoon, I'm Jim Axelrod for First Look. Coming to you today from Columbia, South Carolina, where it is absolutely beautiful. I've been walking around Washington all week with an overcoat on, which seems a little odd for the middle of April. Today, this is what spring should feel like. We're down here because we've been following Mitt Romney around, former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney, who's running for the Republican nomination for president. And he had a very interesting first quarter of the year. He was the leading Republican fundraiser, $23 million he raised in the first quarter. How is this translated to name recognition, identification? Not very well. The latest CBS News poll shows that Romney is only recognized by about 3 in 10 Republican primary voters. In other words, 7 in 10 Republicans don't even know who he is. We'll take a look at that and a lot more about this man's candidacy tonight on the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric.